Welcome to Mindflow Radio.
Mindflow Radio.
She's Jaylyn.
And he's Monty.
And so buckle your seatbelts and get ready to take a trip towards reality.
Wee-hoo. All right.
Here we go.
Welcome, February.
Yeah.
Would you say you're ready for this?
I feel as if I'm moving in the direction of being ready. Yes.
Awesome. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Mm-hmm. We're going to talk in this podcast about being as effective as possible.
Yep.
Or becoming more effective. That's a better way of saying it.
Efficiency and effort, energy, and output.
There you go. Because if we're going to create a better world, guess what? We need to be effective.
Agreed.
Yes. So it seems like in our culture, I mean, in my life, I spend a lot of time just spinning my wheels, and that's not a place of effectiveness.
I'd say for me,
Yeah.
effectiveness is going to hinge on my ability to take time out and pause. Because I get so excited. I'm so uber productive. And while that's great,
Yeah.
especially in this new energy that I can just sense is fast paced and it's like fire under my butt.
Yeah.
And I need to make myself stop, meditate, do some qigong, some yoga, put my phone down.
There you go.
It's just, we're talking about fast-paced energy for the next 11, 12 years. This isn't
here we
like
go.
a short jaunt.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's learn to harness that energy to our advantage.
Yeah.
And what I've been thinking about is how I believe the three components of effectiveness are strength, balance, and peace. And if we can combine those three elements, then we're hyper effective and we're able to hopefully, ideally create the world that we envision. So being hyper effective, and another way of saying that is we become better at manifesting. Mm-hmm. And the way to manifest, same thing, is through balance, peace, and strength, I believe.
I know for me, strength is one of those words, just because I'm not strong, that makes me feel kind of sad.
Oh, well,
but endurance, I can resonate with endurance.
Right. There's a component of just strength. I'm not necessarily talking physical strength either.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Just strength in the belief in our philosophy, or mental strength.
I think
mental endurance.
I think, mental endurance also means being able to look at our beliefs and shift them as we learn new information.
That's right. So maybe that should be another component. It should be like
adaptability.
Adaptability, yes. Open-mindedness.
Adaptability into neutrality and presence. Because if we're emotionally reactive and adaptable, that's dangerous.
Yeah, if we're not in a place of clarity. Mm-hmm. If we're triggered, for example, and then it seems to be popular in our culture to believe like being triggered is like the way to change, the way to create change. And
well, I do think that getting triggered brings awareness into our, open wounds. Yeah. And then if those open wounds are exposed, then we know what to heal. We know what to focus on, what to nurture, what to reparent.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I believe, I mean, just for myself, I'm going to get triggered, right? I mean, I get triggered. That's part of like the human condition.
Yeah.
I believe. But the question is, am I going to act out of that place of emotional dysregulation? Or am I going to get triggered, and that could be like a lesson of some sort, and then I get back to a place of being emotionally regulated, and
then make a decision.
Yes, then act, then move.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. And that's a true skill right now. And
Oh, yeah.
we're being triggered collectively by collective trauma, collective karma, from eons of
Yeah, right.
not being nice to each other.
Oh, right.
So,
Yeah.
there's just the simple nuance of realizing that, I guess one of my favorite aspects or vantage points to think about with manifesting is whatever I'm experiencing right now is the conclusion, the consequence of everything that I've done before. And so if I want to manifest, then I have to see what I'm in and not let it change who I want to become.
Right. Well, that's like a different way of looking at manifesting is that, in fact, we are always manifesting.
Well, yeah.
Right. So like you said, if I look at the very moment and how I'm feeling now, it's like, oh, I've manifested this. What do I want to manifest next? Do I want it to continue? Or do I want to like change gears? Do I want to go from first gear into second gear?
And the self-discipline is so difficult in that moment of, do I want to shift gears? How do I want to drive through this mess I created through my decisions way back when?
Yeah. Or it's a mix. Yeah. Or this mixed bag that I've created.
Well, and it's not just I've created, because if we're talking about collective karma, we're talking about generations upon generations of triggered choices.
Right. Not all triggered.
Right.
I would suggest that it almost feels like now we seem to be more triggered than perhaps 100 years ago in general.
Well, yeah, we're up against so much information. Like,
right. We're in this information overload age, so our minds are getting overwhelmed by data, and then the way the mind operates is the data enters our minds. It's like it's part of our mental diet. The data enters our minds, and then our mind processes the information. And then more data enters. And a lot of people, including myself, can get into a place of just ingesting so much data that my mind is just frazzled trying to like figure it out. Because especially now with the AI stuff, it's like, get all this information. Is that AI? Is it, is it legit?
Right.
Is it right? Is it wrong?
Real?
Is it, instead of like, oh yeah. So that's like an added variable that all of us have to run in our mind. Well, we don't have to, but it's wise to consider that now, the
wake up call that happens when you realize you're watching a reel that's made up. It's an AI reel or AI short, however you want to call it.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, oh, what cute kitties. I can't believe they're doing this thing. And then you find out it's AI from someone else, not even from that video.
Yeah.
It's like people aren't even being upfront because it's almost like, can I trick you?
Well, right, of course. People are they're trying to trick us.
It's so interesting.
And sometimes, listening to an AI thing because it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
I'm listening to an AI talk about Karl Marx right now.
Karl Marx or Carl Jung?
Carl Jung.
Okay.
My bad.
That's what you told me yesterday, at least.
That was a slip of the tongue, I guess. Of some sort.
Yeah.
But a Freudian slip, which works with Carl Jung, because Carl Jung was actually a student of Freud's.
Okay.
And Carl Jung actually took it to the next level.
Okay.
I believe as far as like psychology and understanding the mind.
Yeah, he created the archetypal view, right?
I don't know if he created, he may have. Yeah. I mean, he definitely talked about the shadow and, how we can learn to work with the shadow instead of being run by the shadow, which is being triggered. If I'm triggered, if I spend a lot of my time triggered and I act out of it and I make all these decisions and I'm triggered, that's kind of like letting my shadow, create, decide what I'm going to manifest next. And I would much rather be in a place of, using the shadow as a, understanding that it's part of me, but I don't want it to run me. I want my soul. I want to have a soulful perspective on life. Boom. And like the shadow is kind of like the fear, the angry and fearful ego, greedy, whatever. I mean, the ego is important for us, but if we give it the role of being the director of our lives, then that's a problem because it's not designed to be the director. It's designed to be the middle manager of our lives. Well, the soul, our soulful perspective can be the CEO of our lives. And the ego is like the middle manager, does all the tasks.
And yet the soul has a super quiet voice.
Yes.
So what I think of when I think about the soul as the CEO is just this gentle leader who's waiting for the whole room of aspects to get quiet so she can deliver this power-packed punch in a really efficient statement that just gets everybody on board together and unified.
Yeah, right. No, I agree. And I mean, occasionally the soulful voice, I mean, a lot of times it is quiet, and but I think occasionally it'll be like, stop.
Yeah, agreed.
It'll jump out front and say something, and then it's up to us. It's like, no, I'm going to ignore that,
But I really want to.
Yeah, right.
But he's so cute or whatever, Like how many people have that experience where they get a clear, no, this is a bad situation for you. And you're like, but puppy love is so great.
Well, it's like, the ego jumps in and like negotiates.
Yeah.
Really, that's how it works. Then I'll believe the ego. Okay, I'll believe the ego. Okay, I'll believe, that's the pattern. And it's funny, but it's not funny in the sense that
it hurts.
Well, we get exploited because of it. And one example of the masses getting exploited over and 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 over again is warfare. And think of the beginning of World War I, where it's so incredible. It started with one person getting killed. One person got assassinated. One person, and then it just spread like fire. And the industrialists who were in a position to make all this money, like kind of really promoted it, that the war was a good thing to the government. The government, but it was all this big ego trip. And then the government's like, yay, we're going to war. And the people are like, yay, let's celebrate. And they literally people were celebrating the beginning of World War I because that was their ego perspective. It's like, yes, we're gonna kick some butt and this will be over soon and look at all of us and here we go. And then I've seen pictures of like the recruiting office in England before the war started, and people are like, yeah, celebrating, happy. And but that's kind of like war after war after war. Has kind of been that way. I mean, even in my lifetime, the first war that I was aware of was the Vietnam War. But again, it's like the government's like, oh, we need to do this to stop the spread of communism. And people are like, yeah, stop the spread of communism, and the news. And then I'm watching a news report. I've watched news reports at the beginning of the war, how the American soldiers are winning the hearts and minds of the Vietnamese people. And they're really happy we're here doing all that. It's like, and then the war goes, and man, how many people get slaughtered? Like 1 million people, let's say, or how many lives get ruined? You know, just
even more.
Yeah.
Even more than who gets slaughtered.
Well,
yeah.
right. Because it's like a ripple effect.
Oh, yeah.
And it lasts for generations. And as people don't take that into account, but that's like an example of people like getting manipulated to do something, you know, and the generals are happy and the industrialists are happy. And the people in the government maybe feel more powerful. They're like, yeah, we were doing, you know, and then who's fighting the war? The poor and the middle class. And they're the ones getting wrecked. Wrecked. I mean, in Vietnam, it was more than the poor and middle class getting wrecked. They wrecked like villages and everybody, you know.
Sure.
I mean, they try it. But anyway, but that's the danger of letting the ego control us. Yeah. Over and over. And that's what we need to evolve past. We just need to get wise to it and get into that place of mental balance, mental strength, and peace. Peace should be important. I have this philosophy that peace is combined with strength and balance is way more powerful. So because of that, because it's more powerful, it makes us more effective.
Yeah.
And we have more clarity and yes.
And right now there's something called Walk for Peace, which is a group of monks, Vipassana Buddhist monks, walking from Fort Worth, Texas to Washington, D.C. And that just amazes me. I'm so grateful for that example of how peace can be supported, created, spread. You know, thousands of people are coming out to greet these monks as they enter cities and towns and, you know, going to the state capitals of where they've been walking through. And I hope they're greeted kindly in D.C. We'll see. I've got my fingers crossed and I'm sending them blessings.
Yeah.
There's lots of different examples of peace, and I think the main example is an inner peace that we can choose. Basically, we can say, I want to create a new path. Again, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Where we each are right now is a culmination of our own karma and our collective karma in our face. And we have to have that inner balance, inner fortitude to say, okay, but what do I want in the future? And how can I get it? How can I bring a calm demeanor into this instead of reactivity and letting my reactivity be grabbed by an agenda that wants me to do something for its betterment. Not my betterment, its betterment, you know? And so it's the immense power of our decision, our individual decision to step back, slow down, get a wider bird's eye view, raise up like an eagle. What is going on?
Yeah.
You know? And that is going to be so key for our culture's becoming. And I remember way back when I was in some teacher training, and I'm pretty sure it was Kundalini Yoga, and he was talking about how 1% of people who can do what I'm saying, pause, think, be peaceful, is worth like 99% of people who can't pause and think. So all we need is 1%. So every person who is choosing peace, it may feel lonely. It may feel like, oh, well, how can I do anything? How can I make a difference? Let me tell you, it makes a huge difference in the collective vibe that 1% of us takes that initiative to pause, slow down, calm down, notice the nervous system, thaw your nervous system, become a good, wise animal on this planet.
Yeah, right. And well, and an interesting reason perhaps that 1% can have so much power is, I believe, like the 1% who can, if it is the number of people who can find that place of relaxed strength, peace, balance, they are the ones who are, their frequency harmonizes with the Great Mother.
Yes.
The Tao.
And the cosmos.
The universe. Well, yeah, that's what the universe. And if we can harmonize our minds and our energy with the Tao, with the universe, then the universe ideally will support us.
Yes.
And then, bam, you're more powerful. It's that simple. And
with that, we're going to have a little musical interlude with Monty sharing his mantra with you.
Yeah, and I created this, primarily I've been saying this mantra for the last 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
And I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, and we'll be back in a moment.
Spiritual being having a temporary human experience. You are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. Energy is reality. Reality. Soul is indestructible. Soul is me. Soul is me. Energy is reality. Soul is me. Reality. Soul is me.
Welcome back, y'all.
Hey, hope you like the song. Little information about that song. The majority of it, the chant was in a 4/4, but then the drum jam at the end was in a 5. And
why do you like 5?
I like, a lot of reasons. I believe the 5's just like the best groove out there. And I think it's more in harmony actually with nature. I think like the wind blowing, for example, blows 3, 4, 5, or the tide. It is more the way nature moves. Nature doesn't move in a 4, clink, 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 clink.
I would have to say, I think nature moves in a non-time signature, but
Well, it does. It does. It moves around, but I think the 5 is more.
It's in there.
Yeah, and I think the 5. I don't know. It's more in. That's my personal belief. It's just, and I do Tai Chi, and I think Tai Chi's in a 5 too.
Okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Even though I don't. But anyway, and I believe the 5 is a great time signature because as we get into it, collectively, we're creating new neural connections in our brain. So it's a way of expanding the neural connections in our brain in a very, in a musical way. Mm-hmm. So I'm very much a fan of it from that perspective as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely resonate with just the fact that it's not your average sound. So
Right.
therefore, anything new creates new neural connections.
Yeah, that's true.
That definitely is why I enjoy it.
Well, I like it too because it's so much less explored.
Right.
Musically.
There's so many melodies to be discovered still.
In the four, it's hard to discover a new melody.
Yeah.
Let's face it.
Yeah, it's so true.
And nowadays with AI creating all this music, it's really an interesting time in our culture. And hopefully, I'm hopeful, and I believe that we're verging on some kind of artistic and scientific renaissance.
Oh yeah,
in our culture, and
yeah, I believe that's already happening for sure. I'm feeling it.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking for these next for the second half of our conversation, sharing skills that can help each of us be more effective in knowing that we're manifesting and how to sit in that moment of recognizing the past karma in the present and choosing to become a new pattern, become a new path forward.
Right. Okay. Well, I could start.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm suggesting a skill that it's more of a perspective shift in how I view myself and my culture. And for me, what helps me a lot is well, I had another idea, but I'm going to go with this one. The perspective shift that seems to be very effective is developing compassion for all people. Because that's a perspective shift. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not like I'm always there either. But I realize that it is the way of peace. It is the way. And probably in harmony with the Great Mother. I would imagine, compassion for all people. And the way I achieve that a lot of the time is I just realize that we're all these soulful beings. We all have that spark of the divine within us. Boom, boom, boom. That's the good news. And the bad news, guess what? We're all confused to a certain degree. And that's where all our effed up behavior comes from. That's where all our effed up, aggressive, violent behavior and I want to say our violent language, the name calling, and get this, if we're really engaging with this violent language, it probably usually reflects back to us in our internal dialogue, right? So by becoming more compassionate towards others, even if I don't necessarily like them or don't agree with them, or I can still recognize in them that they have this divine essence. And who am I to judge them? Who am I to judge? It's a divine being over there. And if I'm looking at somebody, that's a divine, I might not agree with what they're thinking or saying or whatever, but I still want to feel compassion towards them. And so that perspective has helped me a great deal in getting to this place of balanced peace and strength in my mind. Because then it allows me to let go of all the violent language. Even though I engage in that sometime, like I say, I'm not a saint. I'm not there yet, but I think I see the path. And I know that for me, at least, it's a very helpful practice is just to keep that perspective in mind throughout the day and apply it to myself. I have a soul. Yeah. Okay. What's my soul telling me to do? Okay.
That goes back to your mantra, of course.
Yes.
Okay. So for me, what do I want to share with you? I want to share with you something I call the Clean Mind Protocol. And recently I found out that in neuroscience is called interoceptive mapping. And it is basically how I do everything that I do for everyone I work with. And if we notice our body, then we're present in our body. And so what goes with a trigger generally is that we are thinking about the story out there. This person did this thing. I can't believe they did this. Blah, 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 blah. The hamster wheel goes faster, 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 faster. And we are then put into this emotional soup, thrown into the collective vibe that matches that thought that we're having. And then we're off and running. It is so difficult to come back to center. And what I feel that needs to happen with more and more of us is that we choose to become present and embodied in ourselves and recognize self-abandonment. Every time we go out there and try to blame, shame, point our fingers and say bad, 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 we've completely left ourselves behind, and that spark of soul is like, but I'm back here. I could help you get through this, but you're not listening to me. Oh, okay. And then the soul has to wait for us to come back. So, clean mind protocol. You recognize you're triggered. I'm triggered. Okay. What do I feel in my body? My mouth is getting dry. My ears are ringing. My forehead's clenched. My throat's getting tight. My neck's getting stiff. My chest is caving in. On and on it goes. On and on it goes. And if you do this, you notice your pattern. And when you notice your pattern, then you can say, oh, here it is again. The pattern will continue until it has been interrupted so many times that it stops. I don't know if it actually stops, honestly, but I do know that I'm getting better and better at noticing it, acknowledging it, and stepping back. So the key here is noticing the physical sensations in your body. In interoceptive mapping, they say that this keeps your amygdala out of the equation and keeps your cognitive ability to respond versus react. What I've noticed for myself is that it actually gives you the ability to process what you're actually feeling without the blame and shame of what all's going on out there. So the simple formula: 1, notice. 2, start listing the physiological sensations in your body. And 3, refuse to engage in the story. And when you do those 3 over and over and over, all of a sudden you become really present and really in your body, really feeling, I have a choice. Oh, I have a choice. What am I going to do with that choice?
Empowered.
Yeah. You're empowered. So that will be my offering to all our dear listeners out there.
Yeah. Notice
the physical sensations and just stay there. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. That is so important. They say that progress is measured not by you never getting triggered again. Progress is measured by how quickly you come back.
Yeah.
And so it could take days. I know when I first was dealing with this stuff, it would take me weeks to come back. And then it was taking days, and now it's more like hours, and someday it'll be minutes.
Yeah, so progress.
Yes.
And so I think it's really important. And my personal belief on progress is perfection.
Nice.
Progress. So if we can keep making progress, then because that's all the universe can ask of us. It's, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. I mean, that's the nature of progress. And 5 steps forward, it's like this.
The ratchet effect.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is perfection. If we can get on that path, then we're there. And then we just keep going.
Is that your next skill?
Oh, my next skill? Oh, no. I would say my next skill, simple skill. It's just this may not resonate with you, but you might want to give it a try. It's simply saying repeating thank you in your mind.
Okay.
And the idea is you're doing 2 things when you're saying the phrase thank you in your mind. Number 1, you're taking charge of your internal dialogue. So my internal dialogue might be complaining, whining, angry, whatever. How could you have done that? Like beating myself up. And I notice if I just interject and say, no, I'm not going to engage with this negative self-talk, and I just start saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just keep repeating it in my mind. And at that point, I am taking charge of my internal dialogue. I am, in fact, empowered at that moment. And then part number 2, the bonus is it directs my mind to seek the positive of the moment. So I can be going through a terrible experience, whatever it is, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I got a roof over my head. Well, that's cool. Yeah. Oh, I begin to start noticing positive things as well. Because when we're triggered, our vision is so limited. It's blinding. We have these blinders on, and then we can't see the entire picture. And that's like a very ineffective place to be. So the thank you practice has done me a world of good. It like takes the edge off of difficult times. And I just try and start every day with thank yous. As I get out of bed, I would say 99% of the time when I get out of bed and as I walk across the floor, I'm saying thank you, instead of just engaging in old habitual patterns of like complaining or whatever I used to do in the mornings. I don't want to get up. I got all this stuff to do today. Blah, blah, blah. Whine. No, I'd much rather say thank you.
That's so funny because every time you say that, I think about the Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I guess that gives away where I grew up. But yeah.
TV talk there.
Yeah. Man, I could talk in commercials from the 80s and 90s pretty easy. But I'll spare you. So yeah, the next skill that I want to share with you is to become predictable to the self. This is a very, 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 very important skill. And one of the biggest parts about being triggered is feeling completely out of control. And so we look to authorities to protect us and to steer us into what we should do to get back control. But I would offer you that first step is becoming predictable to yourself, taking back control of yourself. And what is a way to do that? Have a morning practice. Have a very specific morning practice that you get yourself to do no matter what every morning. And then that is a way that you communicate to your soul, I'm here, I'm open, you're my authority. I don't need an outside authority. You're my authority. My soul is my authority.
Wow.
So, yeah, and one way to do that, which is really hard right now, is to fully not mess with your phone when you wake up. Just leave it on airplane mode. Don't open it. Don't look at your notifications. Do what you need to do to get fully embodied and to connect with your soul so your soul knows you're listening because, like we've said, it's a very quiet voice and it won't speak if it doesn't think you're listening. I mean, sometimes it will, like you were saying, when in a very important moment, it will try to reach out. But if we're looking for that guide, we need to give it the power and we need to become predictable to our soul, to ourself, that yes, indeed, I do want to create that safety from inside, because we cannot control anything outside of us. We can't control our relationships, even though sometimes we'd like to. We cannot control the neighborhood. We cannot control the nation, for goodness sakes. How would you do that? We cannot control the world. There is no way. The only thing that we can control is our connection to ourself. And that's it. So that would be my last skill for you today, or for this show. Yeah. And I hope for you that you have everything you need to create a little practice. If you need more skills, all of the past shows have skills in them. You can listen to more Mindflow Radio for other skills we offer, or, any kind of mindfulness skills are helpful for getting predictable to yourself and creating a morning practice.
One thing I loved about what you're saying is, you're talking about just developing a healthier relationship with yourself, with what is within you, with your soul, developing like a healthy, mutually beneficial relationship with your soul. That's really a cool way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And yes, turning the phone off. Media fasting, you could try that too. Mm-hmm. I'm on a 24-hour media fast right now. And it's like, because I was overdosing over last few days.
Scrolling.
Oh man, it's
Brain
hard
sucking.
on the mind. Yeah, but no, I'm on a media fast for 24 hours and it feels good. I'm developing a better relationship with myself, hopefully, through the process.
Yeah, so I just want to thank you all for being here. We will be sharing again with you next month. Our last share with you today is a collaboration that me and Inti Sanko did to create a guided meditation with absolutely beautiful, soulful music. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have the opportunity to sit and listen to it. And even if it's just playing in the background, and you can always come back to it again later if it feels resonant to you. So I hope that you enjoy this offering of getting embodied, getting connected with sacred earth, sacred cosmos, and sacred heart. Many blessings.
Peace and love.
See you next month. deep within the structure of your body. Oscillation. As you inhale, draw the energy up through the roots, through the feet, through the body, to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, sending the energy back down the body, down through the roots, deep into the earth. Release anything that has been burdening you and letting it go back to the earth to be composted and renewed. energy of the atmosphere all around you, strengthening you, grounding you, settling you. The stars are offering you at this moment. Cosmic energy, making it all the way through your structure, from your crown to your feet and your palms, sensing the star energy pulsing in your palms and the soles of your feet. Sacred cosmic energy, the sacred heart energy, sensing these three braiding through your spine, your nerves, the blood pumping through the veins, sensing connection and oneness, as well as individual uniqueness. Sense it as this and this too. And as you continue through your day or journey into your night, may you be blessed with connection to all that is.
attentions. You increase that vibration.
What's your frequency?
Where you shine your attention. You increase that vibration.
What's your frequency?
Where you shine your attention. You increase that vibration.
Choose compassion.
Where you shine your attention. You increase that vibration.
See you on the frequency.
Where you shine your attention. You increase that vibration.
What's your frequency?
Where you shine your attention. You increase that vibration.